Welcome you all. I'm Dr.K.Nagamani, Assistant Professor of English, Department of English and Other Foreign Languages, SRMIST, Ramapuram campus. Today we shall see a short lecture on a very significant topic in the field of academics and research, that is plagiarism. What is the meaning of plagiarism? Plagiarism is a word that is taken from Latin plagiarus, which literally means kidnapper. From this itself, it is very obvious that it is a serious offense. Plagiarism is like committing a literary theft. It is considered as an act of intellectual dishonesty. Committing a theft does not mean stealing someone else's property or money. Stealing someone else's knowledge and information is also an act of dishonesty, and that is what is officially called as plagiarism. So, how does this happen, or when does this happen? Plagiarism happens when a researcher is not sincere or serious in his pursuit of research. Even students who are not sincere in their project work or in the submission of assignment can be considered as committing plagiarism. So it is often the result of disorganized and improper research work. How to avoid this? When you don't want to be called as a plagiarist, you have to be sincere. And in the process of doing some research work, whether it is a project or an assignment or a research journal paper or an article, we have to plan far ahead. There should be a proper outline drafted before we embark on a research work. It is often said that work done in haste leads to copying information. That is very true. Work done at the 11th hour confuses us, and therefore we tend to take some sources and make use of it as our own. In order to avoid this, it is always recommended by the research supervisors or the guides or mentors to the students to keep a record of the list of sources whenever they do reference work. At the time of taking notes itself, it is better if we record the list of sources we are noting down. You may question what are the consequences of plagiarism. What will happen if someone plagiarizes? Is it such a serious offense? Is it legally punishable? Of course, yes. There are lots of serious consequences based on the impact and the intensity of the offense. In the case of students, it may end up in the expulsion or the suspension of the particular students from the university. Especially in foreign countries, it is very strictly observed. Even when the students are asked to submit their assignments, the content is checked always for the plagiarism. If found out to be guilty of plagiarism, the student may fail in the course which he or she has chosen in the educational institution. What happens if the same is done by the academicians? Academicians may be accused of copyright infringement, they may lose their reputation, they may lose their job, and it may put an end to their career itself as a whole. Previously, it was told that it is obvious that such people are actually openly accused of committing plagiarism and their names will be published in the newspapers. So remember how much shameful it would be for an academician to put himself in such a situation. So it is a very serious problem that has to be avoided if at all we want to be considered as good academicians or good research scholars or even good students. So, what is the easiest method to avoid plagiarism? Acknowledging the original source. That is the easiest and safest way to avoid plagiarism. Giving credit to the original author will help you in avoiding plagiarism. To give an example, I have given a website source here as a title, and this website source I have referred to for preparing all these slides. So, from these few slides, I hope you would have understood what is plagiarism and what is the significance of avoiding plagiarism whenever we embark on a research pursuit. Thank you. We will meet in yet another lecture.